My first guest is about to call in. Let me go ahead and add her to the call. She's an Indy pro wrestler right here in Kentucky, my neck of the woods. I am joined with Lady Perfection from WCCW over at Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. She's joining me right now. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing real good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Ready for this Friday, that's for sure.
Thank you so much for being on this show this evening.
No problem at all.
So Miss Lady Perfection, let's get this interview started. How did you get started in wrestling?
Well, originally I started in 2001. I started training with Bone Crushers. I ended up getting pregnant, so I really couldn't do any more training. I was out for about a year and a half and came back in and started training with Michael Payne, Rowdy Red, and the Greens, Big Donnie and Big Bobby for OCW. And that's basically how I started. It was a adventure, that's for sure. When I got brought into the business, there wasn't a whole lot of women, so I ended up wrestling. Well, there was one in particular, and her name was Princess Patty, and we had a big angle for like 6 straight months. My second match was a log chain match. Brutal back in them days.
So you basically had to have matches against guys, correct?
Very correct. I have wrestled so many guys throughout my years. Like I said, when I first started, there wasn't a whole lot of women wrestling at that time, which, let's see, I've wrestled, to name a few, I've wrestled Simon Says, Cody Matthews, Bubba Steele, Mean Mike Roach. There's a few, and there's probably more that I'm not mentioning, but yeah, so when I got into the business, there just wasn't a whole lot of females, and the females that did wrestle, for some reason, they wouldn't get in the ring with me.
When you started, wrestling against men, what was it? What was the reaction at first? Did any of the male wrestlers you work with have any problem? Did they have a concern about you being a female and they want to go
You
too
know,
hard?
you know what? Not really. You would think that they would, but I wrestled so much like a guy that they really didn't have a problem with it. I mean, they would pretty much get in the ring with me. Now, I mean, there's been a few. I'm sure Cody will probably kill me for saying this, but I think I kind of hurt him a little bit. It was a really funny story. We were in the ring, and I guess I just got an anger problem, and I think I broke his finger, and I blacked his eye. It happens. Like I said, I mean, I wrestle like a guy, so I don't think they really had a problem with it, but I do have an anger issue at times.
All I can say is to any future opponents of Lady Perfection, look out. Don't matter who it
Right?
is. Now, nowadays, you are wrestling for WCCW. Talk a little bit about the company.
WCCW is one of the newer companies that I'm working for. Right now, as it stands, I really enjoy working there. There's a lot of, where it's at in Lawrenceburg, there's a lot of people that I used to, see in the crowds back in the day when I worked for SRW, which was in Glennsboro. So, I mean, there's a lot of fans there that, already knew me. I'm also working for Primetime Wrestling. It's based out of Lexington. Those are the two that I'm working for right now. I've got a MLW debut July 21st. So that should be pretty interesting. I've heard that's an all-women's fed, so I'm pretty excited about that one.
Oh yeah, that's Magnificent Ladies Wrestling.
Yes.
So that's a custom woman wrestling website, and they are a premier website when it comes to women's wrestling in general. So you can people If you want to book Lady Perfection to a match for Magnificent Ladies Wrestling, you can go to magnificentladieswrestling.com. They won't be revealing the whole list of ladies until after the June tapings, but you just heard it from Lady Perfection. She will be in the July taping, so just keep an eye out on the website for more info. For what I have heard, you're going to be wrestling tomorrow night at Lawrenceburg?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So far that I know of, I'm going to be wrestling Alita, but I'm sure I'll find out what's next. They've always got something up their sleeve.
Yeah, Alita Ortiz, the Latin Beast, and Amazing Maria, who is the WCCW Women's Champion, will also be there as well. I plan on going there as well. I'll be attending. I will be checking it out for the first time. I've checked out UWF. I checked out KCW. I checked out OVW. Other companies. I do have a question in the chat room from my friend Brownie Master, and he wants to know, I'm guessing, let me clarify, what do you have a favorite match that you have ever been a part of?
Let's see, a favorite match. I would have to say I wrestled Jillian Hall, and let's see, it was back in 2004. And I would have to say that was probably the best match that I had ever had, guaranteed. That working her was pretty awesome because, you know, when I first started, you know, she was there training with me. So for us to meet back in, you know, after so long, you know, being away from each other, that was probably the best experience.
And I'm going to assume that was Jillian Hall before WWE, before she was singing?
Yes, yes. She went by Mercedes back then.
Ah, okay. And Primetime Wrestling, I believe, is next Friday night.
Yep, June 8th.
It's going to be in Lexington. Go check it out. Lady Perfection will be there. Other than WCCW and Primetime Wrestling, for what I've heard, there's a big show this Saturday. It's called Wrestle Wars. It's going to feature these wrestlers of UWF, USWF, and WCCW. Do you plan on being a part of that show as well?
No, not at this moment. There's a little bit of differences, and I'm not a drama-filled person, and I just rather stay out of that one. I got some other promotions that I'm going to be working for, so I just kind of want to stay away from that one for right now. I've gotten some offers, but with everything that had went on beforehand, I'd rather wait until after this Wrestle Wars is over with. But I'm sure I'll probably be working for those companies eventually, which I've already worked for both companies before anyways, but you know what I'm saying? There's just been so much going on, I don't want to be in the mess.
Understood. What I always ask this question, especially to the female wrestlers. Obviously, there's a lot going on with the knockouts, and there's the Divas division. What is your take on both divisions?
Well, I'm in it to win it. Either one, it doesn't matter to me. I stand alone. I don't need nobody behind me. I don't need nobody beside me. I'm a woman that stands alone. And like I said before, you know, if there's a belt to be had, I guarantee, give me time, it will be around my waist.
Do you have any other goals that you would like to set as far as going to more wrestling shows or more matches? Any more goals you'd like to set this year?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'd like to check out a lot of different promotions. Like I said before, I didn't really ever have a chance to really wrestle a whole lot of women. I did get the chance to work with some, you know, great people in the past. You know, I've worked with Nikki Knuckles. I mean, that was an awesome experience. But, I just want to get out there and work some more females. Like I said, for so many years, I had to work guys, so it's been, now that there's so many more women, that's why I'm getting back into it again, because, that's my goal is to be able to work, several other women and get to know, some of these females in the business now. And I've watched matches of Alita, and I'm telling you, she's good, and I'm really looking forward to it tomorrow night.
Now, that kind of leads to my next question. Is there any other wrestlers out there that you haven't worked with, but would like to work with in the future?
Yeah. There is one. I know she is kind of on the bad side, but I would like to wrestle her, and that's Maria. So maybe that'll happen. You never know.
Again, I'm joined with Lady Perfection right here on Triple Threat Wrestling Radio. Again, you can check her out on WCCW at Lawrenceburg, Kentucky tomorrow night. And then you can check her out in Lexington and for Primetime Wrestling. That is 1 week from tomorrow, June 8th. Be on the lookout for Lady Perfection, perfecting at a ring near you, especially if you're in the Kentucky and Indiana areas. My last question for you is, where can people learn more from you? You have any Facebook, Twitter, any other links out there?
I'm just now getting my Facebook up and running. It should be posted this week, probably no later than Monday. Just look for it. It'll be Lady Perfection. That's all you got to look for. But, yeah, it'll be up and running this week. I've got more pictures, a lot of, bio and all that good stuff coming up. So most definitely by Monday, hook it up, look it up, and they can find out anything they want about me.
Alright, so if you're on Facebook, be on the lookout for the Facebook page named Lady Perfection, and like her on Facebook. I, for one, will post the link once it is officially posted on the Triple Threat Wrestling Radio's Facebook fan page. Now, Lady Perfection, before I let you go, I ask all guests to do this. It's like a station ID, it's like a voice drop. All you have to do is say your name, and right after you say your name, you say you are listening to Triple Threat Wrestling Radio.
This is Lady Perfection, and you are listening to Triple Threat Wrestling
Radio. There you go. Thank you so much for your time. Great talking to you, and I will be at WCCW tomorrow night, and I'll see you in person. Again, I want to thank you for your time. You have any final words and shout-outs?
Nope. Just best wishes to you, and thank you for the interview. It was nice talking to you. Hope to see you tomorrow night.
I'll be there. You have a good night.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
That was Lady Perfection.